The iPhone 17 series is finally here. And Apple has made some big moves this time. Every year, people wonder if the new iPhone is worth it. And every year, Apple tries to give just enough to tempt you. But this year feels different. This time, it feels like Apple took a big leap forward. From the outside, the design is the first thing that grabs your attention. It's cleaner, lighter, and surprisingly thinner. Apple has used a new material on the frame. They're calling it glass aluminum fusion. It's lighter than stainless steel but just as strong. You feel the difference right away when you hold the phone. It's smooth, cold to the touch, and gives off a premium vibe. The iPhone 17 comes in new colors: midnight blue, alpine pink, graphite, and soft titanium. These finishes look elegant and mature. The Pro models have a brushed look now. Less glossy, more sophisticated. Even the camera module is slightly smaller. The lenses sit more flush with the body. It's a small change, but visually, it makes a big difference. Turn the phone around. And it's all screen. The bezels are practically gone. This is the thinnest bezel Apple has ever made. On the Pro models, it's barely noticeable. The dynamic island is still there, but it's been shrunk. It's less distracting now, blending better with the display. Apple has improved its functionality too. You can now interact with more apps, get live sports scores, follow deliveries, control music, and more. It's no longer a gimmick. It's genuinely useful. The display is another highlight. Apple has made it brighter. Much brighter. The iPhone 17 Pro Max reaches up to 2800 nits peak brightness. That means even under harsh sunlight, you can see everything clearly. Text, photos, videos, they all pop with vibrant colors. And the contrast is outstanding. The base model iPhone 17 now comes with a 120Hz refresh rate. Finally. This was one of the most requested features. With promotion now standard, scrolling feels fluid. Animations are smooth. Everything just looks better. The Pro models use an LTPO panel, which dynamically adjusts the refresh rate between 1 Hz and 120 Hz. That means better battery life. Especially during idle times, and inside, the performance has jumped again. The new A18 chip is incredibly fast. Built on an enhanced 3nm process, it brings more efficiency and more power. Apps launch instantly. Games run like they're on a console. And multitasking feels effortless. The Pro models get the A18 Pro chip. This one's designed for more serious tasks like video editing, gaming, and AI processing. Speaking of AI, Apple has gone big on that this year. They're calling it Apple Intelligence. It's not just about ChatGPT-style features. It's built deep into iOS 19. You'll notice it in small ways. Your phone will organize messages better, suggest smarter replies, summarize notifications, and even rewrite text. And all of it runs on device. No internet needed. That means better privacy and faster responses. Battery life has improved too. Apple says they've used a new stacked battery design. It takes up less space but holds more charge. The iPhone 17 easily lasts a full day. The Pro Max can go almost 2 days. With regular use. And charging is faster now. With the new USB-C port, you can charge up to 50% in just 20 minutes using a supported charger. Yes, USB-C is now the standard across the entire iPhone 17 line. Apple finally ditched the Lightning port. It's a big deal. Now you can use the same cable for your iPhone, iPad, Mac, and even AirPods. The Pro models support USB 3 speeds, which means fast file transfers. This is great for people who shoot videos in ProRes and need to move files quickly. Let's talk about the camera system. It's one of the biggest upgrades this year. The base iPhone 17 comes with a solid dual camera system. A wide and an ultra-wide lens. They both get better sensors this year. Low-light performance is improved. Night mode photos are brighter and less noisy. And Smart HDR has been updated to balance highlights and shadows better. The Pro and Pro Max go much further. The main sensor is 48MP again, but it's a new one. It's larger, faster, and more sensitive to light. Daylight photos look sharp and rich in color. Night shots look natural, not overprocessed. There's more detail in every shot. The telephoto lens on the iPhone 17 Pro Max now supports 6x optical zoom. That's the highest ever on an iPhone. You can shoot portraits, zoom in on concerts, or capture landscapes from far away. And because it's optical, the quality holds up. The ultra-wide lens also sees a jump. It's now sharper, with better distortion control at the edges. And it works better in dim lighting. You can take wide group shots or landscape photos without losing detail. There's also macro photography again. Get super close to a flower or an insect, and the results are stunning. Apple has also added a new feature called Adaptive Portrait. It detects when you're photographing a person, pet, or object. It then automatically saves depth data. That means you can turn a regular photo into a portrait later, even after taking it. You can adjust focus, blur, and depth all from the photos. App video on the iPhone 17 is next level. All models can shoot in 4K at 60 frames per second. The Pro models support ProRes recording, cinematic mode, and now 8K video on the Pro Max. Apple also introduced a new stabilization mode called Action Pro. It smooths out shaky footage better than ever. There's also a new feature called Live Multicam. You can record from multiple lenses at once, like the wide and ultra-wide, and switch angles later. This is huge for content creators. Editing becomes more flexible. Storytelling becomes more dynamic. The front camera gets an update too. It's still 12MP, but with a wider aperture and better low-light performance. Video calls are clearer. Selfies are more detailed. And cinematic video blur is now available on the front camera too. iOS 19 plays a big role in the iPhone 17 experience. It's faster, smoother, and packed with features. You can now interact with widgets directly from the home screen. Control music, check reminders, or manage smart devices without opening apps. There's a redesigned control center. You can customize tiles, change sizes, and even create different layouts. Switching between profiles like work, personal, and travel is easier. Each one can have its own home screen, notification style, and settings. There's a new journal app built into the system. It helps you capture daily thoughts, add photos, track mood, and even set goals. It uses on-device AI to suggest moments you might want to write about, like trips, calls, or achievements. Apple Intelligence also enhances your writing. If you're writing an email, it can offer suggestions, fix tone, or summarize long text. In Safari, it can summarize web pages. In Notes, it can generate outlines. It's subtle but powerful. Siri has also been rebuilt. It's more conversational now. You can ask follow-up questions, use natural language, and even type to Siri if you prefer. It understands context better and can do things like pull up documents, edit photos, or search messages without being told exactly what to do. Privacy continues to be a top priority. With iPhone 17, you get new tools like app tracking alerts, temporary photo sharing, and the ability to lock any app behind Face ID. There's also a new feature called Private Relay Plus, which hides your IP and location from websites, giving you more control online. Let's talk storage. The iPhone 17 starts at 128GB, just like before. But the Pro and Pro Max start at 256GB and go up to 2TB. That's massive. Perfect for creators or anyone who stores a lot of content. Audio gets an upgrade too. The stereo speakers are louder and clearer. There's more bass and better separation. When watching videos or playing games, the audio feels more immersive. Spatial audio is still supported, and you can even tune it to your ears using the TrueDepth camera. The iPhone 17 series also brings better heat management. The Pro models use a new vapor chamber system. This keeps the phone cooler during heavy tasks like gaming, editing, or long video calls. No more overheating or thermal throttling. MagSafe is still here, and it's improved. The magnets are stronger, alignment is faster, and charging is more efficient. Apple introduced new MagSafe accessories like a foldable travel charger, a smart wallet with Find My support, and a vertical stand that doubles as a clock when the phone is docked. There's also a new feature called Smart Standby. When your phone is charging on a stand, it shows helpful info, like weather, calendar, or photos, and adapts based on time and location. At night, it dims and becomes a soft bedside clock. Now for the prices. The iPhone 17 starts at the same $799. The Pro is $999. And the Pro Max starts at $1,199. These are premium devices. But considering all the upgrades, from cameras to chips to build quality, many users see the value. So, should you upgrade? If you're using an iPhone 13 or older, the answer is yes. The difference is night and day. If you have an iPhone 14, it still feels like a big jump, especially for the display and camera. If you're on the iPhone 15, it depends. The Pro Max gives you new camera hardware and a lot of exclusive features, but it's not essential unless you want the latest and greatest. In the end, the iPhone 17 series is Apple at its best. Bold, refined, and forward-looking. The improvements are everywhere. Some are big. Some are subtle. But together, they create a phone that feels more complete, and that's what we expect from Apple. Thanks for watching Tap Tech. If you enjoyed this video, give it a like, drop a comment, and hit subscribe. Let us know which iPhone 17 you're getting. Or if you're holding off for something else. We've got more tech reviews coming soon. Stay tuned. Stay updated. And stay tech savvy.